For the next exercise, we're going to go right into cat camel. And here we're exhaling as we flex through the spine. So we're going to be pulling the navel in towards the spine, coming in closer as we round out the back. Arcing your back as you push down through the palms. Your knees are just aligned below your hips. And you want to feel the stretch all through the lower back into the thoracic spine. The next time you go into a full flexion, emptying out the belly with your breath, you're going to raise the knees up about 2 to 3 inches and then slowly descend, going right back into your extension. As you do this knee lift, try not to bring the load into the shoulders too much. So you are pushing back through your heels, and you want to feel that weight evenly distributed. Those lower abs are starting to feel it. You're going to start to march your knees in one by one, exhaling as you pull one knee in at a time. Again, we're trying our best to stay in our legs as well and taking the load out of our shoulders. Extending the right leg back, weight evenly distributed between the palms. Lengthening that right leg long and raising it up, at least in line with your hip as best as you can. Pointed set of toes. Exhale as you lift. Inhale to lower. Feel the crown of the head reaching forward. Raising your left arm now to join your right leg as you pull both extremities in towards your midline and then away. Inhale, extend. Exhale to pull everything on in. Working on balance here. Take that left hand and place it a little bit wider than your mat itself. You're going to take the right leg and draw a large rainbow from left to right. You can notice my head is following the movement, so my gaze is following my leg. And I'm going to take my leg, pointed set of toe in line with my hip, down to touch the floor, and then reaching back with a nice hip extension. If this bothers your head or neck, you can just keep your head still, centered out, as your leg does the work. Keeping the right leg now out in line with your right hip, and we're going to go small little beats up and down. And then slowly relax back into a child pose as we transition to the left side. Again, taking your arms directly below the shoulders, knee below the hips. We're going to go right into the leg lift. So we're going to go pointed set of toes on the left. Exhale, inhale to lower. And you can see here, my hamstrings are really tight, so I'm not getting a full extension on my lift. So if you need to, if you're suffering from the same thing, just don't make your movement as large. Less is sometimes more. Take that right hand to join your left, and then you're going to pull in and out of your midline again. Inhale to extend, exhale to pull everything on in. Pointed set of toes on the left, energy through the fingertips. And then take that right hand now outside of your mat, and we're going to draw our rainbow. Really reaching this left leg long behind you and then over to the left. Feel that hip extend. And then from there, we're going to take that leg, keep it up in line with your left hip, and we're going to go down to meet the floor and up. So very small beats here. And then hug the knee once again in towards your midline and relax back into a child pose. We're going to come on to supine position, so face up, lying back down on the mat. And we're going to go right into a pelvic lift. So we're going to start by tucking the tailbone on under, navel into spine, and then slowly bringing the sacrum, the lumbar, up through the mid-back, so that thoracic spine landing between our shoulders. Here I'm trying my best to articulate through the spine, and I want you to try to do the same. If you have osteoporosis, osteopenia, you can come up into a neutral spine. Push down into both feet evenly as you do this. And you want to feel your upper body relaxed. So try not to bring too much tension into those shoulders and up through the neck. This is all posterior chain. You want to feel it through your glutes, your hamstrings. For some of us, maybe even through our calves a little bit. Next time, we're going to hold it on up. So we're going to tuck on under. And we're going to try to keep that pelvic floor in line. So the hips are centered out. And we're going to march the knees on up. You take one knee in up at a time. Exhale as you draw the knee up over the hip. Now here I brought my arms up. You can do this if you'd like. It's definitely going to add a little bit more of a challenge as we move along with this exercise. Try not to shift too much through that pelvic floor. Abdominals are doing quite a bit of work here as you draw the weight of the leg up. Take that right leg now, extend it up, and then inhale as you lower, just take it down in line with your left knee. Exhale to lift. And then slowly lower the pelvic floor all the way on down. I keep my arms lifted here as I get ready to work with my left side. Inhale to lower in line with the right knee. Exhale to lift. And then slowly lower the left leg on down as well as the pelvic floor. Relaxing your upper body and relaxing your legs for a moment, hugging the right knee in towards the chest. We're going to go right into scissors here. So pointed set of toes as I reach my leg long in line with my hip and I reach and pull. So you're pulling the leg in on the exhalation. You're trying your best here to pull it in towards the chest. So you want to feel a nice extension through that posterior chain that we just worked. Maintain a fist distance between chin and chest. Again, if this puts too much strain on your head, neck, or shoulders, just lower the head and neck down and do your best. And you can rest from there, rocking your knees from left to right.